Yes, it's recording. Hello, Ivanka. Yay, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
I was just commenting before we started how great it is that I kind of always match with people that I invite to my interviews with colors. So I just wondering what capacity do I have? And you too.
Yeah, actually, my body really wanted this clothes today, so I just
What
went
does
with
your
it.
body know?
I don't know, it's just aware.
It's just awareness.
Yeah.
Think that
Casual.
so cool. Well, I wanted Ivanka to talk about many things, but maybe I wanted to talk first about access bars. Was that the
Um,
first thing that you found out about in access consciousness, or was something else? First access bars.
Good question. Actually, I first found the tools. I was
Mm.
watching these short videos from 1CF about like gratitude, asking your body. And every day there were so many videos, and I wanted to see all of them. So every day for like a week, I was watching 3 videos a day. And my mom actually, she introduced me to bars and everything, like all the access. And she told me that if I want to know more, there is a class called Access Bars, and that's
Mhm.
how I discovered it
Nice
through my
bar. Cool, cool, mom.
yeah.
But also remember, I think you were saying that in the beginning you were like a little
Yeah.
bit resistant.
Yeah, I was very resistant because I liked the tools, but I didn't really, at first, I didn't see the value of bars at all because my mom started it. And, I was 19, still a teenager, like children don't receive from their parents at all. And I don't know, it just seemed really weird to me. And I didn't even want my bars run. My mom was just like, yeah, lie down. I'm gonna practice on you. And I was like sitting like this on a chair that was uncomfortable, bored to death. It was like she was touching my head. I didn't feel anything. I was like, I don't get it. Like, and we stopped after, I don't know, maybe like 30 minutes. And I was like, I'm bored. What the heck? And she didn't tell me anything about it, like what it's supposed to do. Like I didn't know it's supposed to relax you or it actually does something. But I really liked the tools. And when I saw all these videos, I was like, okay, I like this a lot. And I actually got the value of bars on my first bars class. Like that's
Mm.
when I actually started like um feeling things on my body, and I for the first time I could like feel or perceive the change. And
Mhm.
that's when actually I discovered there are questions. And it was like half a year before my graduation, and I was so stressed. I perceived everyone's like
Mm.
confusion and stress, but I didn't know it didn't belong to me. Like I was just starting with this, so I thought I was really fucked up, really lost.
Of course.
But it was the perfect time to discover bars because it was helping me so much. I remember several days before my like state not state exams, like school leaving exams, I couldn't sleep for a night, and my mom ran my bars in the morning. I slept throughout the whole session, and I got so much energy from 1 hour session that I could study more. It was it was a perfect time because I felt like it was kind of a low point in my life, and that's when
Mm.
I discovered it. So
So cool. So for all the people that try bars for the first time and they think it doesn't work and that it's boring and what am I doing on this massage table here, just to know, you know, it happens and it can be. It's okay. You're
yeah,
also fucked up. It's okay.
and especially it's like when parents like really want their kids to do X's and do bars, and the kids don't want it. Doesn't work like that. The kid has to want themselves to. So
Yeah, that is true. I mean, for me, I'm the first person. If you try to put something on me that I should do, I will not do it.
Yeah.
So it's just it's how it goes. So being aware of that is also helpful. Although sometimes our enthusiasm, we just go like on people like, ah, this is great, try it, and like, ah, leave me alone. So
Yeah,
yeah.
totally. That was me. Maybe it would be different if a friend told me, but I really, when your parents tell you to do
Yeah.
something, you don't want to do it. So,
And sometimes it's normal. We have points of view. We have some things that we concluded, and then all the resistance goes up. So yeah, it's just can be part of that as well. And now you are a bars facilitator, right?
yes, yes.
Yes. So you do
Like,
classes, and of course you do access bar sessions. What
yes.
else do you do now? I know you took a lot of classes in the meantime as well.
Oh my God, I love the classes. Actually, I would like to become a CF too. So I'm now gathering the prerequisites, and actually, yeah, I do facelift classes, I do body process classes, bars classes, sometimes SOP sessions.
Mm,
Yeah.
everything. So many fun things to do.
Yeah, so I love it so much. It's like I don't even have words for it. It became a part of my life.
Mm,
Yeah.
I do totally get that. Tell me now you're in Florence, right?
Yes, yes. And I'm going crazy because I don't know for now, I don't know anyone who does bars here. And I'm like, I so need my bars run. Oh my God. I've never I thought it will be okay. Like it's gonna be fine without bars. No, actually today I was really cranky, and when I get really cranky and like I know that that's not my normal state. Like
Mhm.
my
It's not
normal,
you.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's me. I was like, okay, it's time for bars.
Yeah.
I I actually ran my own bars, which you can do too, but it's not as dynamic. So
Yeah.
now I reached out to some people and I'm looking for some bars people. So if anyone
Wow.
knows some
Yeah. If
practitioners,
anybody knows somebody in Florence who is a bars practitioner,
please send
same
this link.
Ivanka. I sometimes also, when stuff goes up, it's very something. I mean, we live in the world, and the world is hectic, and it is what it is, and you perceive it. And on those days when I just have my bars run, and after that, I feel that peace of just being
Mhm.
me, that calm, and
Yeah.
being happy, which is normal. I feel like, how do other people who you know don't ever have their bars run, it's hard for me to imagine that anymore. You
I
drag things that are not yours for way too long. That's
Yes, totally, totally. Even now, I'm taking a course in college here, and you like it's so full on. You learn so many things. You're in a new environment, new people, and I'm like bars. I'm so grateful that it exists and that I know it because
yeah.
I can't imagine just going for several weeks without it, even a
Mm.
week. It's been a week now almost, and I'm like, okay, universe, please send me a miracle. I really require my bars run, please.
And yet, so many times I also explain like the bars are the first thing, first body process that came into existence in access, but still it's the basis.
Mm,
Wherever you go, if you're a certified facilitator or maestro, whatever you do, you still want your bars run.
yes.
And sometimes people also go with, well, isn't that like, how come you have to receive it regularly? Isn't that supposed to be something that just
Mm,
you have it done and then it's for good? But
yeah.
the fact is that, as I said, we live in this world.
It's
You
not
perceive.
that, yeah, you perceive, and it's not that you have to, it's you want to. It's like
Yeah.
you. It's like Italian ice cream. Once you try it, you're like, this is the best fucking thing in the world, and I need more. It's Italian ice cream. That's
So cool.
you don't want because it's like I miss it, you know.
Yeah. Um, is there any specific class maybe in access consciousness that you really like a lot? I mean, I like all of them, so the question is kind of
Yeah.
if you
Hmm.
could, some that especially open space for you or brings you something that you like.
So many, but one of the most I had three classes that well, a lot.
I know it's a tough question.
One of, for my body, one of the most like powerful and changing classes was advanced body class
Mm,
that transformed the communication with my body and the relationship with my body so
mm,
much. Because even when I was much younger, I was really aware, but I really didn't know. And I thought many times when I came to a place, for example, a hospital to see my aunt, I like fainted in an
mm,
elevator. I many times felt like fainting,
mm.
or whenever I came to Italy, I would like throw up for days and have no energy. It was really hard on my body, but at that time when I was a child, I had no idea. I was just perceiving things. I
Mm,
didn't know it wasn't my fault, kind of. And since that class, whenever like my body is so doesn't have such, how do I say this? It doesn't have such strong effect on me. Like I come to Italy and I'm fine. I
mhm,
don't anymore. My speaks to me like it's so much louder, and it opened at that class with those body processes. Or sometimes like occasionally when I have some pain, advanced body process just
mm.
not only dissipates the pain but relaxes me so much. It makes me so happy. So for my body, advanced body
Wow.
class was world changing. And I was always scared to come to Italy because every time I would feel horrible. But now it's not like that anymore. So a
Wow.
lot of things have changed.
Wow.
I'm sure that was also points of view and emotional poets and all these things, but for my body that was that class. And then choice of possibilities with Dane last
Mm,
year in Budapest.
yeah.
Oh my god, that like deconstructed me. It was really really full on. So
Mm,
many things changed because I asked the question, and it was really funny. I was asking actually about money, and what we got to was something totally different. We got to relationships, and still to this day, it's been almost a year, and I recorded that like 10 minutes of the
mm.
class. I have it in my phone, and I have to keep on watching it and watching it because it it's still working on me. It's incredible. And also, what else? And also, SC Extravaganza class changed so
Mm,
much for me. That was also that was probably the most intense class for me. Or SC Essence. I'm not sure. One of the SC classes, because we worked with horses, and it changed my world so much. I had, again, with my body, like the strongest allergy ever. Everyone was fine working with horses, and I just kept on sneezing, and I couldn't breathe. It was like, ah. But then it facilitated me, and it's funny with allergies because allergy is many times like some awareness of your body that you're refusing.
mm.
I was refusing a lot things with horses and animals.
Oh,
So yeah, that was also changed so much. Like it changed my body from the inside out completely on a like molecular level.
mhm.
So
Wow.
those three classes.
How does it get even better than that? Yeah. And it's so
Yeah.
cool and access that for some things they just change. You just
Yes.
they just change. For some things you really have that awareness and then another awareness and another awareness. And for those who didn't go to classes, advanced classes, maybe with Gary or with Dane, you can ask a question actually, which is
Yes.
so brilliant. And sometimes, yeah, you ask one thing, but actually it's totally something else that's beneath
Totally
it.
something else.
Yeah, and as you get recording, you listen and you listen, and it keeps on working and changing, which
Yes.
is really amazing.
Yeah. How
Yeah.
about you? What was some class that like really changed things for you?
For me, yeah, 3-day body classes, they all changed a lot on all levels,
Mm-hmm.
including that I remember when I came back from the first one, my sister was like, wow, like you, I didn't sleep all night because I was traveling. You don't look like you didn't sleep all night. Because they were really like, yeah, my face and everything really looked different, but all of them changed. Um, yeah, they keep on changing you, and they change everything, not just your body.
Yeah.
But yeah, I took a lot of classes, and really, I mean, when I was asking the question, I knew it wasn't easy question because I could go on talking about them for a really long time. But yeah, I like facilitation a lot, and I do like to facilitate other people. But I also like that part when you just, you receive the process and
Yes.
you just let it work. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Which
Totally.
sometimes with control freaks, maybe it's not that easy.
Yeah, that's me too.
I have no idea about control freaking.
Yeah, we don't know control. Control? Oh, I've never heard of that.
I never heard. It's just a bar point. There is a bar
I don't know.
point
I've
called control. That's the only thing that
never
so cool. And like I know that as a humanoid, we always like to do many things. So you are a facilitator, but you also have other things that you do.
Yes. I just finished my college back in Slovakia. I was studying marketing and communication. But it came to a point where when I stepped off on the train station, I was like, this is not for me anymore. Like, I didn't feel like it's my place anymore. So that's finished now. And now I'm actually looking like at other options. And I just maybe so now I'm looking at like where actually I would like to live, if I would like to study, if I would like to work, like now what? Basically, I'm in a question of now what.
Yeah, that's a great question.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a great actually for anybody. People so many times when they get to a point, wow, I studied or I had a profession for 10 years or more and I don't like it. The fear or the of even asking a question, now what? What questions? Well, actually, what tools do you recommend for people to use in those moments to have more clarity and what we would call more courage? Although fear, it's not real. But if
Yes.
somebody is listening to this and they haven't taken even the BART
Mm,
class yet, maybe they are not familiar with that.
yes. Well, the thing I've been realizing, this has been such a gift for me, this like not really knowing what next. Because I realized I always try to do the right thing. Like I wanted the right decision. I wanted to know the perfect, like where I'm gonna be, who I'm gonna be with, what I'm gonna do. And now I've been realizing that I can actually ask for what I would like. It's not that, like it's
You have
my
to wait for it to appear. No.
yeah, it's my it's up to me. And I just started asking, okay, like what would I like, where, like what would be fun place for me to live, what would be fun thing for me to do. And I've been talking to my friends who also do access, and Florence, where I'm now, has been really pulling me. um so now I've been here for a week, and it's really funny because whenever, like, even years ago when I went to my first COP class in Milan with Dane, I went to a shop and there were all these beautiful T-shirts with like different cities, like New York, Milano, London, Paris, Firenze, like Florence, and I just took Firenze, and it just felt like home to me. And even now, when I was looking at these courses that I'm like now at, it's a fashion design course. There were all these cool cities like Dubai, Shanghai, everything. And when I actually asked a question, like which one of these should I go to, I got Firenze again. So it's a lot about also following your awareness, and you can get pieces of information and some choices, and you actually go do them, you try it and see what next, because you don't have to know it all like beforehand. You can start with a question: what would I actually like? Universe, show me where I would like to live. Body, where would you like to live? What would you like to do? And then you like take steps, and when you arrive, new possibilities open, new questions. So it's like a little. I actually have a favorite quote, and it says, "When you start to walk on the way appears." It's one of my favorite quotes. So I'm doing that now.
And it's so true, so true.
Yes.
People miss that when, for example, if they don't know right away, they feel wrong, they don't know what to do, and they go into wrongness. And
Yes.
how about if you stayed in a question? You
Yeah.
didn't get the answer now, but you stay in the question: where,
Yes.
when, show me,
Yeah.
go, take one choice, something will appear. So
Yes.
that being in question is not, I ask the question and it has to come in 3 seconds, otherwise I'm wrong.
Yeah.
I don't know how to use the tools. It doesn't work on me.
Just keep on asking. It's like, yeah, it's, and it's funny because when I'm here, I actually started taking notes about like different awarenesses. I also like to ask plants, which is so different. Like, it's so weird for some people, but for me it works. I love plants. And I just keep on writing these awarenesses that I get here, like even how I feel here, feel like, not
Yeah, yeah, I
feel,
know.
how it is for me here. And I've never feel prettier in my life. Like here, it works for my body a lot.
Mm.
So it's funny.
Yeah, yeah. Bodies talk to us. Yeah,
Yes.
there are some places where really, like, your skin, your hair looks great. You
Yeah.
feel more relaxed, and other ones where you're like just crunched.
Yes.
So, what if we could also take that awareness
Yeah.
into consideration when we
Yeah.
create our lives?
Totally.
But you really
Totally.
do look great. I was looking at your face now, like I'm hypnotized.
Thank you. It's like, it's also sometimes about the in, you know how there's this famous meme that when you have a flower and it doesn't bloom, you have to change the environment. It's not the like flower's fault, and you sometimes just need to like
Yeah.
choose something else, either a place where you stay, a class, whatever, and you just become different.
Wow, that's great and so true.
Yeah, thank you.
So cool. So how long will you stay in Firenze? 3 weeks, you said?
Yes, until the end of July. So
Okay. And who knows what else is possible?
maybe I'll like, I will see, because Firenze is also called the city of craftsmanship and
Mhm.
art, and it's called the city of talents. Actually, like all these great artists like Michelangelo, Botticelli, Leonardo da Vinci. There's a museum of Leonardo da Vinci. I walked past it yesterday. All these like incredible humanoids were
Mm.
living here, and it's the city of Renaissance, which is like uh, kind of like awakening, after the medieval times, everything changes, people changed. People started enjoying again, creating art, and it feels like I'm here for like my own renaissance, kind of my own life. And just I love it so much. I love it because it's you can feel the art here, the fashion, the abundance, the sun, all the beautiful buildings. Even yesterday, I was walking on Ponte Vecchio, which is like a famous bridge here, and there are all these amazing jewelry shops. There is so much gold there. I'm like, oh my God. I so much.
Yeah, it's
I
very
was
inspiring.
it,
Yeah.
oh my God, such a great place. And I was just walking there, and there's this tool called energy pool.
Mm.
And I was just pulling this energy from gold into my body. And I was like, oh my God, feel. And I even like, um, challenged myself, and me and my friend, we walked into this jewelry shop and we were trying different rings, and every ring was like 8,000 euro diamonds, like all these incredible jewelry. And I was like trying to see how my body feels when I have it on me, and something was so good. It was like nurturing. It was really nurturing for the body. So it's
Yeah.
just great to experience.
Yeah. And it's great really to not to avoid places like that or something that you think it's too expensive, but just go and try it on, and whatever
Yeah.
comes up, you put in pocket. So it's
Yeah.
actually great to see what points of view we have about what we can have, not have. Is
Totally.
it possible, impossible, or whatever? And energy pulse also so
Yeah.
good.
And I was so surprised because it can be very intimidating to go into such an expensive shop, and all these like um points of view and judgments of I'm too young, I'm this, I'm blah 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 blah. And actually the lady that was selling, she was so nice. Like, she didn't care about any of the definitions of me. She actually gave me all these rings to try. She didn't have any problem. Like, we took video. I was so surprised of the treatment, and it feels so good when people treat you like for you, not for all the definitions of I'm
Mhm.
this, I'm to this, I'm so little of this. It was actually beautiful, and it changed my world.
Wow, so great. Well,
Yeah,
the choices do that. You choose, you go, and your world changes.
yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
Wow. So good to hear all that.
Thank you. It's
I'm
just
already like, for me, it's so interesting. Whenever I like have interviewed somebody, I already think, wow, imagine another interview with this person in 6 months, just to
wow.
see what using tools
Hmm.
will do, what will change, what will be different. So
Gosh.
I'm
I'm
already like looking forward to that as well. I'm quite a
okay.
futurist fan.
I'm excited. I am, and I literally had to write it down because here I found a friend from Brazil, and we just keep on. For example, we sit at the restaurant, and we're like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy. And we keep on saying that so much. I was like, wow, I like haven't been this happy in like in a long time. It's like I literally have to take notes of everything that's happening here, because I'm like, oh my gosh. Yeah, it's like creation of living. When you go to a place you've never, in this lifetime, you've never been before, it's like creation of living, and choices are really full on because you can't really do what you're used to do. You can't be
Yeah.
with the people you're used to meet. You just have to use the tools, and I'm so grateful for them, because like even little awarenesses. Another thing that's been like occurring here is clarity with money,
Hmm.
because several times when I'm about to pay, there's this like energy of like something is off, and several times I was like, I'm like, I had to, it actually taught me to speak up and like make sure that I'm paying the right amount, because
Mhm.
for like 3 times already they gave me like the double amount of what I was supposed to pay, or I paid like much more. And I'm like, okay, I get it. I have to be really present with paying. And it's actually, yesterday I was really angry because I got scammed. But today when I was paying, I was like, okay, is this actually like I was present and I finally paid the right amount. So it's funny.
Yeah, going to other places does, we are not sleepy. You cannot be,
Yeah.
because it's different. You're tourists. Lots of things are happening. You have to choose everything, and
Yeah.
then sometimes, yeah, we get angry.
Yeah.
But it just makes us realize, okay, I have to be more present. Actually,
Yes.
not
Yeah.
only with this, but with everything. And then that situation can be a gift. Okay, yes, I paid
Yes.
double, but it was a lesson for
The
to be
lesson
present. Yeah,
worth so much
everything.
more. Yeah. And actually, I realized that because I used to make money more than me, I had this point of view of like, there's money and then there's me. And now it's actually started to change. And it changes my whole reality because it's like, okay, I was so mad for the amount of 11 euro. And then I was like, okay, when I calmed down, I was like, if money was not a problem, would I still be like obsessing over the 11 euro, or would I move on? It was like, okay, yeah. If money wasn't a problem, I wouldn't be
Yeah.
angry the whole day for 11 euro. So,
That's a
yeah.
great example. Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Well, I'm very happy that that we did an interview where you are there with all of these new awarenesses and your energy that's
Yeah.
sparkling.
Yeah. It's the perfect time.
Uh, anything else that you would maybe like to add about anything before we finish our first interview?
Maybe just enjoy, like, let's all, if we want to, let's enjoy our lives. Because on the first day when I came here, I went to an antique shop and I ended up, I always make friends in an antique shop. It's my like thing. And I was speaking with this lady, and she's from Florence, and she was like 60 maybe, or 50. And she told me, working is not the most important thing in life. And I was like, what? Like, it totally changed my whole reality. And here you can really see that many people actually, in Italy, you enjoy your life. It's not just about like working hard or anything, but here you enjoy your life. And that really inspired me because it's really beautiful. Like, when you're 80 and you look back on your life, you're not going to obsess about working hard and what you didn't do, but like, if have I enjoyed my life, or like, so that's what I would like to end up with. What
Wow.
can I do today to enjoy my life, or be what can I be today to enjoy my life?
I'll take that as well for today. Thank you so much for this conversation.
Thank you.
I hope you find somebody to run your bars, some new friends, some
Yes.
new magical person.
Thank you. What would it take?
What can I say? And looking forward to seeing you again in person somewhere. Who knows? And have a great time in Florence and wherever you go after that. I'm
Thank you
curious
so
about, send me information. What's new? I want to know.
much. Like, updates on life.
Thank you, please.
Okay.
I'll enjoy together with you.
Okay, I would love to chat with you again. Yes.
I hope we'll definitely do that again.
Yeah, we will. Okay.
Thank you so much again, and thank you for everybody who is watching. You can find Ivanka also on Instagram, right?
Yes, on Facebook.
Facebook, Instagram. So she'll be around the world.
Yeah.
So you never know. Thank you so much.
Thank you so
See
much.
you. Bye bye.
Bye.